7. Thanks for all the videos. Multiplayer you've made. Great resource. Wow, very nice of you to say such things. Thank you. Yeah, no, thanks to you for enjoying it and, coming here and sharing that. Appreciate that. We're working on part three. Let's see, make sure my thing is visible. Yeah, it's good. We've got some exciting stuff. Let's turn this target around. I think if he's punching this one. Reset that. I'll show that. So we're gonna do a little protect the crystal here for the part three. We've got players jumping in, and we're gonna look for a. See, they're moonwalking, facing the wrong way. This look at does not seem to be. Look at vector 3.0. What about look at forward points towards the target position? This is a global space relative to the world. Yeah, the thing I always run into here is, okay, let's do that. Look at, let's try that. I think we'll have to flip him around again because we're only capturing the rotation. So his global is looking that way. And then if we take this mannequin, negative 180, just apply that. And so they're just going to do that. That's fine. Okay. Let's see what our errors are. Signal interact. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. We've got a couple going backwards. A couple confused here, aren't they? You moonwalkers. Okay. Moving on. All right, so now we have arms. Left. 3D. Right. Yep. Okay, what's next? I'm going to delete that. Assets, models, arm. Arm model. Let's do that. Arm model. Crystal. Bow. Okay, making progress here. We're making progress. There's a couple of things. I'm renaming some files in my file system. It's probably not super visible, but we were going to have a number of assets here. And we're just prepping those assets to be used easily. Go over here, drop that in there. All right, let's go back here. Import, re-imports. Okay. Arm, arm, arm. We go over here, 0.2. I said 0.4, I believe. Boop. That's good. Yeah, it almost perfectly matches. I mean, we can't. We could try to find like the. Curious. We have this animation library. Can I get his arm? I don't think so, unless I go into the. That's fine. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Poggers, Jumpers. Perfect. All right. Let's get a sword. Polydot pizza sword. What do you guys think? Let us think here. Sword, sword, sword. Ooh, a master sword. The Quaternaria sword. I like these low poly assets. It'd be fun if we could have our own sword. Sword. These are too fancy. It's a nice one. Oh, that's cool too. Let's see how much this is. It's huge. What is its texture size? Fuck it. What are we gonna do? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it hammer time? Is this just the trick? Sword or hammer? We're in the zone. Holy God. That's a lot. I think we got to make it a sword. It's just too much. There's some nice texture on it. Let's just use this one. This one. Sword. What do you call this? Sword. And did I already delete that? I believe I did. Double-sided hammer. Get out of here. Let's do this. We just whack it. We just need to do what, this one right here? What's the value? Huh? That's bad. Um, fuck. What are we doing? We need like slap. It's just slapping people. Oh, sucks. How do we rotate this thing without killing all the other animations? We need like a relative parent rotation here. We don't want to. I need to like spin it in space without. I need like a. All right. How about this? Here's what we're gonna do. We'll take this. Okay. Go here. And we're using this here right here. Okay, there we go. Now we should see the keyframe. There we go. Ah, okay. Okay, here we go. Here's the ticket. Come here. Now. Click relative, use local space, rotate. Hell fucking yeah. Who's the best? Keyframe that bitch. So we got one down. Let's do this. Right here. This one. Okay. Click the weapon. Use local space. I need to turn it. I need to turn it this way. No. Let's try this one. Oh, I need to use local space again. I turned it off. Use local space. So this lets me use local space. Press this. That's a really good trick someone taught me on stream. Now I can spin this thing however I want. Keyframe. Also this one. Can I do this much slower? How do I set the playback speed? It's flipping all over the place. It's pretty annoying. It's almost as if the rest of the animations are not local space, and we have to redo this one. Let's take a look at this one. Perfect. That's great. Oh, hold on a sec. Let's see. There's like two of them here. Delete. Okay. be part of the problem. Hi. Good afternoon. We got a sword. There we go. I think once we fix these overlapping, there's just an overlap here. Let's try deleting that one. Not quite right. Animating in Godot is painful. Yeah, I agree with you. But it's what we got. I don't know how to do it any other way. So we go like this. I think we slice it, and then this one we need to basically edit this one to go positive 80. Okay, that wasn't right. Okay, I'm gonna try adding a new keyframe here. Okay, so let's just, maybe we can duplicate this one. Duplicate key, pull it here. Delete key. All right. Good for when you want to sync reload animation sounds. Yeah, you can call functions in there. How does the animation look if you use cubic? It probably looks a lot better, which we will do when we're finished with it. So I need to turn it. So I've got local space here. Let's try this. A little bit more here, a little bit more there. Keyframe. Delete this one. Let's see what that looks like. That's good. Cubic here. Cubic. Double cubic, baby. It's terrible. It's terrible. But it's just a tutorial. You guys can do your own fucking animations in Blender or whatever. There's the... That's nice. Little overswing there. Okay. So let's watch through this camera, maybe? All right, here we go. Schleich. That's not the worst. I think we could tilt this one in a little further, right? I don't think that's the right way to do it. Is it this value? No. Let's try this one. No. See? There we go, like that. Okay, let's try that. I've got it on 0.2, so it's playing really slow. It needs to even go further, huh? Yeah, that's better. All right, does anyone have opinions on this? I don't care if you have opinions on it. I'm shipping it. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so fast. Let's take these sword animations down a notch. Speed. It's still fast as fuck. Oh, it's speed scale's on there. The myth, the legend, amazing. I'm glad you think I'm a myth. I'm real, boys. Real deal. I'm the real deal. The legend, the myth, the legend. I think 0.8. I don't like how it I don't like the way it returns to position, but I think it's fine. Change coffee with cocoa. I got coffee. We got the sword. Yeah, that one looks good. Do you like baseball? I'm more of a basketball fan. Eepy, we got a command for that. Sleepy. Oh, there's PC head. There's PC head right there. He said he's sleepy. Coffee is overrated. Tea rules. Okay, well, that's just your opinion, man. Uh, okay. Now, let us do the other half of this. Okay. Does left or right come first in terms of what's in your mind? In terms of the node tree, should it be right and then left? I believe it should be. So I'm going to put right above left here. All right. We need chat pool, tea or coffee. If we win, we must all drink tea. I do have tea I can drink. I think it's probably better for me. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta finish a new map. Yeah, map making is fun. We're doing a little bit of map making. I guess I could show some progress. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see the. Okay, yeah, that's kind of in the way, isn't it? Um, oops. Get rid of the sword real quick. So, where the fuck did my? Did I turn the crystal off? Where's the crystal? Oh, there they are. That's what we're doing. Where the fuck did crystal go? This is the crystal. It's funny. Something, there's like a crystal packed scene. Oh, I changed the route of this thing. Okay, yeah, let me kill it then. Crystal. Boom. We like this. Okay, so your goal here is to protect the crystal. Don't let the evil bots destroy your crystal. To do that, you must kill them. The track? Yeah, those are AI. But we're not gonna do advanced AI. We're gonna do walk in a direction AI. Because you could spend all day, all night working on AI, and I don't like it. I mean, I think it's too hard. I think it's not something I want to tackle. But yeah, it's really hard. Let's see here. Okay, so we have these. Let's go ahead and 0.5, 0.5. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna do make local. It's gonna be fine. Make local. Okay. Okay, good, good. Let's say point. It's fine. Yeah, you can do some behavior trees. Enjoy working in Godot. How bad the AI is. Yeah, you kind of got to do your own AI. Something I looked into, but it seemed like it was like infinite amount of depth. Like I like to have players in my games like fight each other because players are the best AI. Because players, they're endlessly creative. You don't have to program a player. That's the most interesting enemy to fight. It's very lazy just to do PvP because when you do PvE and you have to think about behavioral AI, you've got um, a lot of thinking to do, and you've got to make them think and make them interesting. I'll be right back. Coffee. Some point, coffee has diminishing returns. Gonna try to make NPCs interactable. Yeah, see the reaction, their behavior. Yeah, players like to see that, but it's hard to do. And yeah, I mean, PVE is. I respect games like Helldivers who have great PVE AI. I think it's still hard, even if you have vision, even if you have time. It's going to be challenging. I mean, it's always hard. I love Helldivers. I think it's a great game. It's really fun. And I think that's kind of the most important thing is fun. Okay. Uh, right. Point. left, point right. Let's do that. Now let's set these up. Okay. Okay. Point right. Weapon. We go here. We go like this. You go point. What is this? Left. Point left. And then where the fuck is the other thing? Oh. Weapon. Bone name. Bone. Bone name 2. And then end bone is 2. Extend from parent. Okay. Bone 1. Bone 2, extend bone. To the right. So left is going to be a little further, right? Really? So let's try that. What's the next part? Number 8. I don't know. Okay. So now that's there. Pull. Fuck is right target? Oh. Here and here. Marker 3D. Target right. Target left. We stick those. Okay. What the fuck is going on? So the left is below the right. Let's try that. So let's go here, there, and there. And take this pole. What does that mean? I think we have to do pole left. pull right. Let's try that. Okay, so this is gonna be pull left and pull right. And then we take those and we go down to the left and there. That's fine. Down and to the left and there. Getting there. Right target. Right target. Seems to be target right. There we go. This needs to be target left. Of course. And we need to make the arm scene bigger, I think. Let's do 0.8. Let's look through the camera. It's pretty close. Let's get this weapon closer. There we go. We need to make the weapon much smaller. You apply root scale 0.5. Okay. And then we can, if we look at this one. What the fuck happened there? What the fuck? What did I do? Oh, did I play this? Is that what happened? What the fuck is the weapon? Is it based on, it's this position here too, right? Okay. So if I do that, it goes, okay. Okay. All right. Arm. Come here, arms. Go back to 1. This is getting really bad. I think I have to quit this. What else? Quit Discord. Quit this. Okay. So one thing I can change is where the arms are relative to the weapon. Kind of like that. Look at these pull. Where's the pull? Pull left. give me the target left. Pull it up here. And then left and right need to come down a little bit, maybe like that. There we go. This is kind of imprecise, but we're learning. Target left, come down the hilt a little. Target right, come down the hilt a little. And all right, that's looking kind of okay. Maybe we can move the left hand in a little, like this. You know what? I think it's the right hand needs to come in this way. That's probably what it is. This is fucking hard. I will say that. It's not easy, is it? And now, that's fine. Pull this, and now it's like that. But it seems like camera. Okay, bring it back. All right. What is this fucking called anyway? That's actually kind of incredible, to be honest. Stretch this a little bit. Okay, where's the pole? About this pole. Why are these arms so small? Why are you fucking this all up? Oh. What's this collision shape? 0.5 is the same fucking thing. Am I going crazy? Hmm. Oh. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Arms aren't getting any bigger. Because I divorced them, I made them local. Fuck my asshole. Fuck, 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 fuck. I have to redo it all. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. It's fine. That's why. That's why. Sometimes mysteries are easily solved. Sometimes they're not easily solved. Here's what we do. Edible children. Marker. It looks like the pole is in the armature, which is fine. I don't mind that. Okay, it's already there. Okay, here we are. Target node. Target right. Pole node. Pole right. Root bone. Excuse you? Oh, it has to be here. There we go. Bone. 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 Not that. Extend bone. Okay. Pull is going to be -1, 2.3. It's a lot of numbers. Let's try this. 5, -1.1, and 2.3. It's way out there, huh? It's way out there. The pole is way out there. But that's where it is. Okay. Stick. Come on. Target left. Pull node left. Bone. Is it bone 1? I think it must be bone. Bone 1. Bone 1. And bone 2. Extend. I don't get it. I don't quite get it, everybody. This has to be smaller somewhere, right? That's correct. That's not the ticket. Something's wrong. Okay. I think maybe the target's not the right place. Oh. Oh. How about this? No, because this will change that. Oh, the poles aren't in the right place, right? Is that the problem? Pull left. There we go. Pull right. It's not targeted here. Pull right. It is targeted, but it's not functional. This one's working. So why wouldn't this one work? Target right. Correct. Pole right. I think I'm going to delete this one. There we go. Okay, so let's add a new one. 2-bone. Settings, add, sign, target right, pole right. How about that? Where the fuck is pole right now? It's way out there, huh? Interesting. It's not working at all. Oh, because I didn't put bone, brute bone, bone 2, extend, and 0.8. There we go. Okay. Hell yeah. Now we're good. And it's 0.08, I believe. That's nice. 0.01. Okay. This is one of the harder things we could possibly have chosen to do today. But it's all for y'all. It is all for y'all. Uh, 0.1, 2. All for y'all. Put it down like that. Give it some. Look at that. Okay, let's test the swing. Hell yeah. How's the stream today? We're making progress. That silly or what? Let's get that sword a little bigger. Let's just go one. What have we got on arms in terms of? I think the model is still, yes, it's 1.0. Okay, great. We've got these arms. How's our sword looking? How? It's pretty silly. So we've got our players look like just sword people. I don't know. Should we keep the players as like sword people or should we, you know? How is the stream today? I don't know actually. I can. Of course I can. I just have it all for testing. This is what it looks like. Okay, so there we go. We got that. And so this is easy to do. Easy. We have something called a ready client. So when we do ready client, we will take our arms root. Okay. And we will hide it. I don't really know where to put it exactly, but okay. So now we have a set where we have a different visual for our client there. So he doesn't show anything right now. And what we'll do is we'll give the armature a different animation. So we will do animation player standard dot play. We need the animation library, animation player dot play. Sword. I think we have a melee sword attack. Okay, this isn't gonna match at all, but you know, this is up for the viewer to decide how they want to do this. Didn't play at all. I think because can shoot is false. Just do it here for a sec. Hey, don't look at the spaghetti yet. Let us attack. Attack, you silly goose. I think because the idle animation is overriding the sword animation, so that's fine. I'm still very new to Godot, but one day in the future, I imagine these tutorials will be incredibly useful to me. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Keep it up. I was once new, just like you. So never fear. Okay. So this comes back to this piece here where if animation player dot current animation dot name equal sword, was it sword 1, sword attack, return. Okay. String name, right? Yeah. Okay. Godot 5 will break all of this nonsense. Godot never does breaking changes. You're right, though. Why isn't he attacking? So I programmed the oh, what is this? This shouldn't be here. What is this? Get these out of here. Fuck them. Fuck them or fuck them and feed them beans. So that is actually just all animation player. So we move that to a handle animation player function. So this should now, we can't find animation name base there. Okay, let's try this. Try this again. Quick iteration, everybody. Don't worry about it. There we go. See? Now we can see him doing his attack. So I'm defending you. So we give the other player, this guy, we give him a sword. Holy God, how am I going to make a tutorial out of this? Anyone know? Anyone know? Skeleton, modifier, physical bone. Oh, let's do a bone tracker. Bone tracker, attachment, bone. Here we go. Hand. We did right hand. Let's do hand right. Here's the hand right. Def hand L. Def hand R. Boom. There it is. Now I give it a sword. Let's give him a sword. There it is. He's got a big ass sword. Turn that down. All right. All right, he's got a big ass sword. Now, what happens when he does his animation? Sword. Obviously, we need to hide the arms, but look at that. It's starting to work. Hiya. Um, turn this down a little more. This is just for other players. And then it looks like we need to tell the sword to be what type of rotation. Maybe we can do rotate target local. Yeah, let's do that. And we could just kind of spin it. Kind of like this. And then, excuse me. Now, you guys ready for this? Yeah. Boy, does that look good or what? I wonder if 2D wouldn't be better for your tutorials to keep the non-multiplayer stuff as simple as possible. Fuck. You're right. You're absolutely right. Especially for beginners. But look how easy this is. If you're just as a good a Godot developer as I am, you can just get it done. Oh, it's kind of fun already. The other thing we could do is we could make it a third person tutorial where and that's got its own difficulties, but then we don't have to do all this IK stuff. That might be better. And the way we do that, pretty simple. Just like that, baby. And then is this better? Obviously, it's not perfect because we. I don't know. I had fun making this IK rig though. This one looks like shit. It's because I did more work on that. I don't know which one's more fun, first person or third person. It's probably easier to do third person. We just have to fuck with the camera a whole bunch. I don't think you're wrong. It's kind of hard to say. What are we doing? I'm having second thoughts about this IK rig. I think it's bad. I think it's bad. I think it's bad. Losing steam. Losing steam already, huh? This looks good though. Let's work on maybe picking things up or spell pick up. What else do we have here? Walk forward, jog. Do we have jog or run or was it jog forward? Curry using the exact rate. The same thought yesterday. Using animating using the IKing the arms. Yes. Good point. Very thoughts about putting the hitbox in the weapon versus just cast in front of the player. Ooh, yeah, that's gameplay dependent. I mean, these are good questions, right? It's really up to you. For me, I'm still debating some of those same questions. Like in this, let's do jog forward, see what that looks like. We have a whole the IK rig that we just finished. And if I, I can actually roll this back. I'll just roll this back real quick and show you the IK rig. It's pretty funny. I don't know if you were here. Arms root. Just put it right in here. Yeah. There. And then put the camera back. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is live. This is just kind of how things happen. You just got here? Yeah, it's all good. Take care of you for you. I'll take care of you. What does it say? Please float depend on nonsense. Yeah. So we'll do it like this. And this. There we go. Cannot hide or null value. What is going on? Arms root. So this doesn't have. Ooh, okay. So access unique name. There we go. About that. There we go. So there is the we can make this a little bigger. Join the multiplayer. And we can kill these. Go over here, kill this one. And so on the you can see on this one I am using the IK, but then I'm slapping. So there's kind of this disconnect between the motion of a player that is non FPS and third person. So trying to decide whether I go with the IK rig or because like the thing I was just thinking about was whether I got enough. I've got all these animations in this. Yeah, so the same thing. And I was thinking about picking items up. If I pick something up, I can use that. Researching last night is a good way to adapt third person animations to first person. Yeah, no, you typically you do them separately. Um, you have I mean, a lot of people, a lot of teams will have like, let's say your example is Overwatch. You're gonna have a whole separate rig for their first person versus the first person rig is gonna have all the hand flares and the fancy reloads, and then um the third person one is for other players who's gonna chomp, just be shorter and more about action. And you almost never have the same rig or same. You just do it separate. And so in this case, we have very obviously two separate rigs. We hide one and show the other. Um, and for like a single player game, you would just pick one or the other. But when we were working in multiplayer, we have all these other. Um, so you tell me, what do you think? Maybe it's sourced from the same Blender animation, lightly tweaked. No, you got to do double the work unless you could, like, theoretically, if you wanted to use this sword and the sword one, and the problem it's like you could just isolate the arms and figure it out, but like there's all this motion that's behind the camera in that case with the shoulders and where the hands are, and like um I think it may not be double the work because we do have IK, right? And so with IK, I'm only, you're only moving the sword position, the weapon position. So this is the only thing that's moving here. So um, the two bone skeleton here is not doesn't have any animations. It's just weapon position, So I understand that you're trying to avoid double the work, but you're gonna incur more work with that. I'm gonna use these quaternarius like asset um, this asset pack is just not going to do what you want. It's a limited asset pack is what already, right? Like, uh, pick up, and it's just gonna, I don't know. Oh right, yeah, that's the perch I have now. I'm just concerned other perches being arms animated in the weapon socket. Yeah, skip all IK altogether. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on the game. And like here, we're making a tutorial, and so the tutorial is just gonna be the simplest possible thing. And I'm wondering though that setting up IK is kind of a fucking deal. So I might make it available, but not part of the tutorial, because the trade off though is that then I have to make a third person camera. I'm not a big fan of that either. There we go. It's about as simple as it gets. And the way I'm going to do a third person camera is with Phantom Cam. It supports like an easy third person. The nice thing is though is like you get to see all the animations in the library if you're playing the trade-off is like now you have this over the shoulder approach, which is like Good or bad, depending on how you want to. I don't know. I do not know which is better for this tutorial series. It's tough because I'm not the expert. And I'm actually getting like a little sleepy. I ate too much. It's kind of a quiet day. I might just head out and come back to this a little later. But let's just add Phantom Lib real quick. Let's just add let's do a save point. Okay. Just add Phantom Cam. Why not? See how hard it is. I really like Phantom Cam, but I think I've got to enable it. Still not enabled? Oh, it looks like I have some errors, huh? No, that's not it. Wait a second. You fucker. You're still a tool? Okay, perfect. Now I reload. That's where that was coming from. I don't know. You guys tell me what to do. What do you guys want to see? Third person or first person? Did it enable yet? I don't think it did. I'm thinking first person is a lot more interesting. Ooh. Yeah, why is that? Just what you're personally interested in? Like, there's like a game called like Fly Night. Lots of friend slap is first person. Yeah, but is that out of necessity or out of easiness? Like Peak is a good example of a first person. Repo has a mix of third person and uh it's a game called Fly Night. Pretty cool. They did a good job. So we could do it like Fly Night and use the IK rig. The only problem is that the way we've done the IK rig, Fly Night rocks. Yeah. I'm just really bad at animating. Even though it feels like I could do it, I don't know. I just feel like because we have these like pickup and I could make pickup pretty easy with the spell, if you just pick up something like this. Yeah, maybe I just got to suck it up and do the I just removed it. So you guys don't think the third person is a good direction because a lot of friend slops in first person. I mean, stuff like Helldivers is sort of friend sloppy, and it's put it to the wrong side. Dark Souls. Helldivers is Helldivers is goat. Great game. So is this better? This mode better than the IK rig that you kind of get to see the actions, and you can go download and you can see your guy idle and let me just attach the hitbox there. You can block. We have a debate going. We do have a lot of people who say first person. So now let's do the first person one. The way we do that, we drop in arms, access as unique name. Play this. And then I think for a tutorial to find the third person, simply focus on what you're specifically teaching, but first is cooler and have more of a thumbnail appeal. Those are good points. We do want to think about the thumbnail appeal. You think third person is better? We're split. This is the first person. The only thing that's funky about the first person one is now, like we were talking about, like I do the slice on the player. I mean, the player who's not playing, like they can't see both screens, so they don't really care that the player doesn't match up, right? I don't have a big animation budget. Kind of got to work with what I got, right? Jog's kind of cool. I like the jog a lot. It's cute. Maybe this is right. Maybe we do both. Maybe we do the and you can choose how you want to do it. It is kind of fun to slap these fuckers with the first person view, and might be convinced that this is correct. More Fly Night style. The only problem is now when you pick something up, we've got to hide the weapon. Goated co-op third crab champions. Let's Google crab champions. Crab champions. Oh yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, definitely in the category of slop. My God, I cannot believe this shit. Okay, no, we're not doing that. But amazing. A very good game, I'm sure. I mean, we've done the whole thing. We've got both of them in here. I gotta work on this overhead one. I think I just gotta redo it. I don't really want to redo the overhead one, but we do need like a second type of swing. That ending is so bad. I think we just gotta stop here. If we duplicate. What is wrong with this fucking thing? Like, this is the worst. I said duplicate. Like twice. Duplicate. Then there's only one. This thing sucks. I see why everyone complains about it. So I'm complaining about it. Copy key. How about that? Paste key. Here we go. Now they're the same. You know, edit the keyframes value of the gizmo. Yeah, you use the key set. Hey Chasey, what up? We are just working on some FPS IK anim. It's just so bad. That's not any good. It's just not any good. Yeah, I know there's like keyframe things over here you can mess with. I think because it spins around here is the problem. I'm going to copy again, delete this one. I know how to do some of this. So yes, you select the node, and then you can use the transform, the key values on the side. Oh, you don't know. Okay, so yeah. So in this case, we have a couple of keyframes here, and this last one is completely wrong, right? So let's edit this one together. Okay, so here it is. You select this, and now you select the node that you want to manipulate, the weapon. All right, now here's the key. You can use local space. This very important. And when you are editing this, so here I am, you can choose use local space, and that orients it based on how you see it in the current frame. All right, so now we're gonna pull this back up to the neutral position, and I think we have to turn it back this way. Okay, and now that we've made that adjustment, we are on the rotation track here. We are going to click keyframe. Now, the tricky part about this is that sometimes it will put a second keyframe on there, and you have to be careful, but it looks like this one was good. Okay, so now let's play that back. We'll go back to the preview. Let's see. So it kind of slaps up a little quick. I think we overshoot a little too much here now. So this one, we can edit back up a little. And then this one, edit back up some more. All right, let's see what that looks like. There we go. Yeah, the double keyframe. I fucking hate the double keyframe thing. There is going to be some improvements to the animation player. They're kind of doing it. Yeah. So we are working on a first-person friend slap. We just hooked up the IK. So this is what we got. We can slap, we can chop, and then when we join over here, we can slap. Oh my gosh, I think I hid. Yeah, I was troubleshooting, so I need to turn our rig back on if we are. Yeah. Boom. So that's what it looks like if you're a player. The sword, it's just not going to be the same animation because my third person animations are not going to match the first person animations, but the player who's not there. Yeah, this is for our part 3. So this is what we're getting. We're getting pretty cool. So we've got an objective that the enemies are now after, and we got to stop them. So that's the idea. So we're gonna. So I think it's coming together. I like this jog animation. It's kind of fun. It's kind of cartoony. And yeah. So we have the second swing here now. Watching some animating, I think I'd stick to mocap. Yeah. Well, we're not gonna do mocap either. Sounds great, yeah. W for you for manually animating. Yeah, I'm really bad at it. It's just not a thing I'm gonna do, but I think we got this overhand swing looking pretty good. It's kind of fun. It's just kind of fun to boop him on the head. Our sword is too small, so we're gonna go back to the sword. And we have a couple ways to make it bigger or smaller. Right now it's at 1.1. Let's go 1.2. Okay. Let us projects. So let's see if that makes it bigger. Big sword. It's a big old. Okay. And we'll go back to idle. Not that one. This one. Play. Doesn't have access to these names on this because it's a child here. It says, oh, okay, so it's actually under ARM model animations, and maybe then it'll find it if we use the right string name. So play, quote, this slash, still not gonna find it, idle. Wanted to show the successfully made a dedicated server export for my game today. Woohoo! It works. Nice. Always test. I love to hear testing stories. Testing is a great thing to do. Good job getting it. Oh, it flips around. Now our sword is flipping around when we're done. That's annoying. Okay. So basically, we've got to go back and edit the animation again on swing 2. Back here. Okay. Whoa, that sword is huge now. Yes, congrats. Comprehensive is everything is coming together. Yeah, I mean, it is comprehensive. I probably doing too much, but I think people will enjoy it. And my users are not going to have to animate. Okay, let's be clear. In the tutorial, these assets will be provided, and it'll be unzip. It'll be unzip. So once we get them right, so the problem is here is I think the whole animation is turning the wrong way in terms of we could try to swap it real quick, but then I think that'll be visible. But we could here we could actually reverse the spin. That's what we got to do. Okay. So it starts to go to that side, and then it needs to turn around. Or should we just, yeah. Oh, here's the big problem. I think up here we fucked up because we do a full spin this way. So let's get this guy. God, this is such a pain in the ass. Got to make an update to the pipeline to make it easier to pick up updates. Yes, that's correct. You know, you can use Butler for the itch.io link. You go Butler. Oh God, you can't see it. There's a command line utility called Butler, and it just lets you push. There it is. Yeah, I really, really like it. I do it all the time. Just export and do that. And you can use export scripts, you know. You probably know a little bit about that. I've used GitHub Pipeline, GitHub Actions. There's a couple of tutorials out there on that. I should do a tutorial on that. And then this tutorial is now aged a little bit, but I do have a dedicated server EC2, AWS, it's pretty similar to the battery acid one. And I create a 64-bit ARM server, but if you already did this and tested, then you're probably good to go. You don't need to do all this, like the PEM file, and I don't know where you hosted it. But my .com is around here if you want to learn how I do it, at least. It's pretty easy. So, yeah, with this animation, still check the blog post. Yeah, hosted on Azure. Yeah, that sounds, they're all about the same. Look at that. It's just a shame. So we bring this up and we spin it the wrong way. That's what happens right there. Okay, so this button right here, we're going to go ahead and fix this spin. We take the weapon and we rotate it just the other way. Okay, now our hands are happier. Okay. There we go. Is it happier? Oh, I didn't keyframe it. Try that again. All right, go this way. Hit this button. Spin it the other way. There. Isn't that better? Transform. Bloop. Now we have that double keyframe. I know I see you. Get out of there. Delete this one. Yeah, we're going to have to redo all of them. But that's okay. I don't mind. I'm powerful. We'll do it right after. Or, yeah, we'll do it right after so we can identify it. You know what? Maybe we can actually get this selected. There we go. Now, when I do this, and then which way do we spin it? This way. There we go. It updated it, right? Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Fuck! The fucking what the fuck happened? Do you guys see that? Wee! Spinning in circles and sucking. I'm gonna kill. Oh man. All right. Let's go back. Okay, so let's go back to the top. Pull it up. Sword's good. Why are we spinning so much, guys? Why are we spinning? What are we doing with the spin? I think we deleted the wrong keyframe or something. All right, here we go. There we go. Whee! Oh, I didn't keyframe. Guys, this is fucking hard. Please bear with me for a moment here while I do this. Okay. What if we just delete it? Fuck. Stop spinning. Okay. Lock in. 0. There's like a full there's a full rotation here, which we don't want to do. So this one is the problem. There we go. The fuck is okay? Yep, yep, yep. Guess what? Swing, you're gone. Swing 2, no such thing. Okay. We've never had a swing 2. No one was aware of swing 2. Okay. Well, what is swing 2? No one knows. There's no such thing. We'll try it again. There. Swing 2. Perfect. Okay. Fabulous. Swing 1. Swap. Swing 2. Swap. All I have to do is just change this one. Maybe both of these. But as little as possible. Like that. I like to say as little as possible, and then I go and rotate the whole fucking thing. I liked my other one better. I liked Swing 2 better when it was new and beautiful. Looks like ass. But it's not bad. It can be improved. This one has to change too. It's okay. It's okay, Andrew. Another duplicate. Delete. Hell yeah. Now we just do this duplicate here. Just let it linger a little. At the not that one. At the bottom of this one, I'm too zoomed in. You've got to go. You've kind of have to go past a little too, don't you? Um, Pow. We need to go past. We need to go further. We need to go plus further. I'm having a ton of fun animating. Um, and I say that seriously. I am having fun. So basically, take this button. Push that a little more. Push it. And I think that didn't make a duplicate. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. But that's okay. We kept the right one, I think. Okay. Hell yeah. Power. Power. Then we pull this out a little bit, duplicate this one. Pull that, let that linger there. Power. Okay, see how that looks. Too deep. Goes into the floor. Is that, are we just not tall enough? Or is our sword too long now? I think our sword's too big. Yeah, let's do back to 1. I don't want to have people change that anyway. The sound effect might just do well. I think we need to move the arms like scooch a little closer to the camera. Okay. What I could try though is resetting transform here and then playing with our FOV a little. Let's go back to like 90, let's see, 95. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Still, I think it's almost like it's not bad. This is not bad. Our target left, further down. This is the kind of game design we live for. We need the hands closer together now. Made them too far apart. It's not a position of strength. A little further up the pommel. Right. A little offset too. Oh yeah, that's looking good. And what's interesting is like in strike number 2, I really don't like how it returns here to where it goes. I almost want it to just stay down, not, and just like kind of just not turn until you get it back up. There you go. Let's try that. It's too fast now on the pickup, but yeah. Try that again. I think we can figure something out here where this rotation comes up like, I don't know, somewhere like maybe the animation just needs to be longer. And we need like a recovery frame or two. This is like a fun part about game design. Yeah, swing three. It's a swing two is a bonk. Yeah, we definitely wanna bonk them. Um, but this is what game design is about. This is the like the human sort of side of it where you're just like making it perfect. I think I'm gonna extend this slightly. Let's try that. I still think our arms are like kind of too far away. Just pull it back in here. One thing I'm curious about is if I change the animation player to be slower here, because the speed of the animation player is important. The speed scale here is 0.7. Let's go 0.6. It's too slow. Just a lot of testing. This is what it's all about. Where's this? Where's the nearest? What is the fucking thing that's this magnetic button? Fuck this. Let me tweak this in here. So I think this is too extreme now. Yeah, it's way too deep. It's just way too deep in there. Let's bring this back a little. Um, you. So we still got this overshoot on this one. Man, we are really in the weeds, aren't we? No, that's not enough. Where is the actual hit? Here? We immediately begin. We need to like, this is probably important too. Let's duplicate this one and just keep it there. So you want a frame to stop, and then you want to like a connection point, and then you want to start recovery. There we go. That's much better. Bonk, bonk. Almost wish I could. That looks really good. And what happens if we fuck the FOV really low here? Okay, that's what we want. It'd be great if like I could stop it and tell it to just end the animation if you hit like a tree or something. Chink, chink. Okay, we're happy. We're all happy. Um, what else do we got to do? I think we're convinced that this is the right way to do it. So I'm really enjoying these first person animations. From a just like a being kind of fun and silly kind of perspective, right? Sweep. So we'll make the overhead do more damage. It'll be like slower and more targeted, but it'll deal more damage. And then the sweep will just kind of hit them all, not equally, but lightly. Okay. All right. So now we need swipe. What do we say? Funk. Swing. We have swing, and what's the overhead? Overhead. Is that what we want? Look at this monstrosity that we've made. Hmm. Function name just bonk. I don't know. Swing bonk. It's pretty funny. Good to have some humor in the tutorial. Thinking how I want to approach this in terms of teaching people. My my thinking here is that I move, swing, and bonk. I think they have to be here. I was wondering if they could be on a different controller, but this whole can attack thing. It should be like is busy. Like a one shot. Because these are one shots. I think this makes sense. The problem is, I think I have to ship this thing, this whole rig, um, to our users. There's just no way that I have time for them to build out a whole IK rig, right? Like this took me a good amount of time to set up and get right, and it's fiddly. I think I'd rather just ship them this thing, this right here, and then we will set up the collision shape. How about that? Because I think we can do that here. Collision shape. Oh, it has to be an area. Yeah, that's fine. We'll give it a, we'll do that ourselves. Area 3D. And give it a good old, should it be a cylinder, capsule, or box? I mean, is there a performance cost for one over the other, or anyone know? Anyone know the answer to that? If any of these primitives are more or less expensive? This is the weapon. I might maybe I have people set this up themselves. I don't know. Yeah, no idea, huh? That's all right. I don't know either. Swing, bonk, swing. By the way, was you sure 2D animated record mode? Oh yeah. A record mode does sound nice. It's gotta be an RPC now. All right. Unbodied entered. Hurt server target. Now an RPC. Don't look. Not gonna work. Shit. So now this needs to be. So I need to get the body. Call, take damage. It needs to be. It can't be an RPC here. Yeah, this is where even being an expert at networking gets into a territory where. Am I stupid? Yeah, because there's a couple ways to do this. And the fact of the matter is, we could pass the whole node. We could get the node tree, like the node name, like in the tree, and just call it that way. But there's got to be a more, like, nicer way to do this. Okay. So on body entered, we are need to hurt the body. So if it has this, we need to call that, but since we are not the authority, nobody would know. We have to call it as an RPC. If body has method, take damage. I do like this hurt server target RPC. And we're going to send body dot node path. All right. If there we go. That's where we're after. And this is fine. Where's the space? Where's the space? It says mixed use of tabs and space. I did not do such a thing. There we go. I did. All right. Okay. So why isn't this working? Let's take a look. Hurtbox. It's not swinging on the server at all. I know that. But it doesn't matter because we have this and we call this and we say is multiplayer authority. Oh, if is server. How about that? Oh, we're calling to one. We don't need to do this at all, right? I think that's the ticket because we are our own multiplayer authority. Okay. That should be better. Yeah, there we go. I just made Mordhau. I gotta turn the volume on now so that you can hear these little dings. All right. Pretty cool, huh? So what you have to do is, yeah, well, yeah, it's pretty satisfying. It's pretty cool. The problem is that if you, I don't think you might not have picked up on this, but at the end I was swinging and then I was swinging my mouse. So that will create a situation where we're going in and out of the body really quick, and we could just essentially one shot them. They take 10 shots to kill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so this 1, 4, 5. So, but what you could do is you could one shot a whole group of them by going like this. Okay. So what we have to do is add exception. That means we need to say body dot exception. I know we say exception. So in this case, area should have exclude. Where is it? Whenever we enter it, we need to do a. I know you can add a exception of some sort. I forget what it's called. Excluding. It's not what I expected. Oh, cool. You can use a priority, higher priority. Oh, that's cool. Come on, Andrew. What is it called? Maybe this is only for um. What is the exclusion? There's some sort of exclusion thing. We could keep our own list and just not call it again. Uh, there's one in physics body. Oh, rigid bodies. I have it. I think is what I was thinking of. Maybe not. Max contacts. The superclass has it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've used it before. Yeah, I would have to say add collision exception. Okay. Hmm. So an area does not have it, but it's possible that its superclass has one, like you said. So let's go up the tree here. Collision object. Say area 3D. Area 3D collision exception. Okay. I have a couple of ways around this. So here's one thing we could do. When we swing, we could pass in a UUID or something and say during this swing, only this UUID, this like hash can deal damage once. We could just say bodies hit. All right. I think this is actually a string name, right? No, it's a constant node path. We just add the body, right? We could just add the body. During this swing. Oh, we've only hit one. And then every time we swing, just reset that. these. Let's keep our own list, you know? I think you have to set this deferred. These are so similar. I'm tired of doubling this effort, but let's try that. I'm surprised I don't have to set deferred on that. All right, I'm pretty pleased with our progress here. Um, yeah, I heard about the block layoffs. I think it was more about mismanagement than it was about AI. And then they hired some people back recently, like they always do. Yeah, I was laid off after 9 years. Wait, were you in block at Block? What? Really? Jack was your fucking CEO? Good package. Yeah, I mean, it's not much consolation because they're releasing you into a environment that is extremely adverse. You were at iOS at Cash App. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that. This is such a weird environment, a weird climate, and how embarrassing for that company. I obviously, we've all been through things like this. I have been subject to reduction in force as well. Um, and these things are just completely bottom line driven. They're never about anything they say they're about. They just take a fucking spreadsheet and they sort by total comp and they cut uh 40% like they did. That's so stupid. And then the street, Wall Street says, "Oh wow." I don't even know their block stock. What are they doing? 6 months. Yeah, flat garbage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have insight into the internals, but we all work at these big tech companies long enough to know they don't really see people as people. They just see it as what's your revenue driven? What's your That's pretty satisfying. Capitalism. Yeah. And this is time to bring up my favorite meme. Uh this is not any induction on you. This is just what I feel. Worst fear is being employed. Second worst fear being unemployed. It sucks. They both suck no matter what happens, and like hope you bounce back and get something better. But I fucking hate working. I hate capitalism, but it pays the bills. Lets me do this fun stuff on Saturdays, and then just cutting down swaths of fucking idiots. Like, we got to do some more damage. This is too little damage. Now that we've nerfed the, but yeah, you'll get through it. Yeah, I think some people have reason to worry, but I'm sure you have no reason to worry. iOS is a good place to be. iPhones aren't going anywhere. And yeah, I mean these models, I don't trust these. Even Claude, we're being incentivized to use Claude as much as possible, and it's extremely mixed results. Like there are some days where it gets the task correct, can help code search, can help troubleshoot, but like yeah, I think the block layoffs were interesting because they were absolutely not about AI, like not even close. They're just AI's coverage, um, because like it was more about like crypto investments and I'm not a crypto believer, so I do apologize if you are a crypto believer and you hold these assets that are different. That is fine, but I think they were overbalanced on that particular hype cycle. So measure AI usage. They should be going insane with that push. It is air cover. Yeah, like okay, so what did you think they like looked at your metrics for your token usage before they made decisions? Because I doubt it. I doubt that weighed. But um, in the past, it's just AI psychosis and bad leadership. Yep, deadly combination because the AI psychosis will uh, just confirmation bias, right? There's the CEO of Crafton, right? Crafton CEO Subnautica ignored his legal team. They counted PRs though. Okay, cool. That's great. I'm sure PR is a great number. You can get those numbers up. But this idiot used ChatGPT, dismissed the advice of his lawyers, and then using ChatGPT to remove the heads of one of its own game studios in a bid to avoid 250 million has been ordered to reverse the removal. Yeah, absolute AI psychosis. Like you are spot on there, and warned by his own legal department. But course, I'm the CEO, I'm right. And then ChatGPT will say, yes, of course, you're right. We have to find a way to get this damage going. Trying to find a way to. We could bake this into the animation player. Do you think that calling a function here is the ticket? No. No, can't be. I think we do the monitoring, turn that on and off, but damage wise, I think we should have it. Let's do it here. Let's click the blue sky. After all, why shouldn't I keep it? Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's a weird world. It is so strange out there right now. Let's just put the damage here. Bar. We'll tell the server about the current damage. And we're gonna say, I have no idea what this skip path doesn't. This is const. Oh, node path. There it is. Okay, that's the type. This feels good. Here we go. Oh yeah, I've got to check the version. What do you think? 50? Make it 2-shot? I almost want to slow down the more damaging one. I know people just use that and like shake their mouse maybe, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make the hitbox way less active on this one. 1, 2. Because you could theoretically get a bunch of them going and then you can't really do it. You can if you're really skilled, but I'll just let people discover those sweeping moves if they want to discover them. It's just strictly better to use the what we'll do is we'll bump this up. It takes 4 hits. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I hate working, so that's Mordhau though. Yes, correct. You know your games. I love Mordhau. I haven't played in a while, but boy, I have fucking shit ton of hours in that game. Last time I went back, I got my ass kicked because all the casuals are gone. I think we could slow the speed. Let's say sensitivity equals sensitivity and then const. They taunt you and laugh at you mid fight. Yeah. Mostly played Horde. Oh yeah, yeah. I played only PvP. I never played the Horde mode. I never had friends who wanted to try it, and I didn't want to do it by myself. But boy, I played a fuck ton of the PvP, and like, there were some people that were just like, and as soon as you walk up to them, you know they're just built different, and you know you're just gonna lose. But when you get them, when you finally like get them with a couple of feints or something basic, you're like, yes. Or you sneak up on them or take them down. Let's get this even further down. Let's divide it by 4. Yeah, you can tell immediately. It's a cool game. I really love it. It's a joy. Uh, I don't even know. Does this work? Didn't work, right? Seems like it would work. Default sense. I wonder what happened. Oh shit, that worked. Oh, it's so slow. Okay, try that again. So this will take it down by a 4th or more. The chivalry? No, I never tried chivalry. There's only one Mordhau like for me, and that's Mordhau. I love how unserious Mordhau was, and you know, it was definitely a skill-based game, but um, even the best players would still kind of like fuck around and make it possible for them to kill you. You know, it's like no everyone was like really try hard, sweaty in that game. You know, there's bards. You know, half the best players would just switch over to bard. I feel like this isn't the right way to do this, but it's kind of cool. We'll decide if I keep that. But it's definitely too punishing at 0.2 because, but it's not enough at 0.5. Yeah, dual servers. I should have played more of, but I did not. That's probably why I wasn't that good, is because I didn't do enough of the dual servers. I didn't know all the like ins and outs. Let's be real, I was kind of a noob, but I had a lot of fun. I was okay, like, but I did the ranked mode a bit, and I think I learned a lot in the rank mode just by observing. But I should have chilled in the dual servers, but I just loved like the chaos of the big, you know, the big battles. So I always went to the largest, most populated place I could find. I played a lot of the objective. I just did a lot of kind of objective gaming, whatever it was. I mean, I'm having a blast just fucking around. Like, you know what's fun is like game dev. Like for me, like I just enjoy doing shit like this. Like I'm just playing. Kind of got this Mordhau kind of thing going. I didn't even mean to sit down and make Mordhau, but this run animation is so goofy. What are those? Yeah, they're supposed to be trees. They were literally just like trees. Yeah, I mean the sandbox is definitely lacking. So uh, I had like a assets. I had a whole. Maybe it's time to bring this back, but I had a little castle that I worked on. So let's check this out. You tell me whether this is worth doing. Let's do a new folder, castle. And so we can drop this into the forest. So the node is called World Forest. I never made the forest. They're just yeah, not you know, it's just awful. But here we go. Here's the castle. And so the original thought was to have kind of a tower defense kind of situation going on. And I couldn't decide like how I wanted this to work. So I just switched to like a stupid. Okay, we hit a bad spot there. Let's get this like there. Now we won't. So now we have this fucking castle type thing. Where's the actual? There's the gate over there, and then the castle is over here. Get off of that. And I was thinking that they'd come through the town and we'd like shoot them. It's not my castle. I just grabbed it off of a. What the fuck happened to you? He kind of. I don't know. Castle could be a good setting now that we've got a fucking sword, right? And we could just come have them punch the gates instead of. The problem with that is now we need actual pathfinding and a navigation tree and a navigation agent. I don't think I'm into that. I'd just rather just hit the fucking guys. It's a cool castle though. Like I had a little. I don't know. You tell me. That's a lot for the demo, even if they just stand around. Okay, here's what we do. We take this motherfucker, we blow it up. There we go. Then we put it on top of our scene. And we just have this kind of scenery. And the way this works, where the fuck is the... Where the fuck is the gizmo? There it is. Just kind of... Now we have this kind of set dressing. It's still open. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. I just push all the houses back so that they're not interactable. And that way I don't have to do a... Yeah, that's the fucking ticket. Yeah, the house is like way too fucking big, but I don't want it near me. I don't want to have to worry about pathfinding around the houses, do you? Here's the other thing you do. So otherwise you have to go into this. Change type, navigation mesh. Now I have to go like this, and then I throw the castle in there. Okay, we're done. There it is. And so this sucks because when I bake this thing, for one, it baked like ass because I don't have a fucking floor. I don't want a quad mesh. I want a plain mesh, please. What do you think this is? 200 by 200? Sure, a little bit less. 150, 150. We should have. Oh, I think I used green, right? I know gray or black. That's better. Okay, that'll do for now. And we'll just try planar that real quick. And then I hate that they're metallic by default. There we go. Okay. So now navigation. We will clear that and rebake. There we go. Okay. So is that like a problem that it looks like this and then they have to navigate around that? And then when we go to our target, he's now got to have a navigation region and pull for navigation. I don't know, not a region, a agent, navigation agent 3D. And then he's got to do pathfinding. And I don't know if that's in scope or out of scope considering all the other things for this tutorial part 3. I originally did have navigation mesh and there's a bunch of work you got to do if you do this. Adds a lot of scope. And if you don't do it, it can be, if you don't do it right, it can be really unperformant because it'll end up checking every fucking cell in the whole mesh, in the whole region. I mean, yeah. And it looks, I can't tell how many cells are in this thing, but I don't know. Maybe part 4, yeah. Don't save. Yeah, I think we'll do the, we'll just do like the castle just set dressing, you know. So I think it does add quite a bit here in terms of, and I can take these houses out and move them a little bit. But now we now have a purpose. What do you think they should defend? Should we defend a crystal? Or should we defend a like a well or a treasure chest or what? And they're fucking punching it. Maybe that's not the right way for them to attack it. It's kind of cool that they could just like suck it. Like a spell, simple spell. The only thing they could do is they could use the pick up table and loot a treasure chest. Like the animation from Mordhau where you're in the horde mode or whatever the. Maybe they mine it and carry the ore away. Pick up or spell. Yeah, this could be better that they're like draining it. Let's see what that looks like. Well, I don't think jabbing at it is doing it. It's not effective. Spell, simple, shoot. Wait, the fuck? Where's the fucking guys? Oh, they're there. Oh, yeah, that's it. They're summoning something. Stop it! Yeah, I'm really loving this coming together. Thanks for helping me work on this. It's been a while since I've actually kind of gotten into the flow state again. And like, I'm not the sharpest today. I kind of had some bad sleep, but I'm having a great time. Hey, yep. Yeah, it's nice. There's probably some caught behind these houses here, I bet. Like, there's probably some in these houses somewhere. But that's a different thing for a different day. And what I can do is I don't have to bake physics mesh on the castle at all. But I do think it's nice set dressing is what, we'll call it. That is a awesome. We'll move it for now while we're working. Particle effect. No, don't make me do part. Yeah, it's probably right. That's probably a good idea. Either they're sucking the energy or destroying it somehow. I don't know. I don't know yet. It would be cool if they came out of a portal as well. Like they spawn out of a portal, but that's a little bit too cray. Yeah, I think this is I didn't expect to make Mordhau today, but it's working great. I was gonna do bow and arrow. So the way that I would do a bow and arrow. I'm gonna do it like this. We'd animate just the bow, right? That would be pretty cool. And where would you hold it? So you'd have one arm tracking that, and then the other arm IKing. Right? It'd be fun to have a because part of the incentive for making part 3 was to have a projectile system because we didn't do a great job of that. Yeah, that's how you shoot a bow. Bow long does extra damage, yeah. I mean, I'm just like, I gotta pull it back and, um, oh yeah, there's the jog animation. Yeah, this is our original one. We were gonna do like the valve index. All right, let's review. So we did player models, player animations, punch up environment. We have a good plan for that. Open questions, swap 2 players and spawner, projectile system. I don't think we really teach that much networking in this tutorial beyond hitbox, hurtbox, some animations. RPCs. There's another thing we could do with picking up objects and interactables, so we could work on that. And that has the problem of having to animate, pick up, to do a lose condition, restart the match. Interacting. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here for now. I might be on back later, but yeah, same. Okay, yeah, I'm learning a lot watching. Yeah, have a good time. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for all your ideas. Enjoy your time off. And yeah, go get them. See you later. I'm gonna go too. Thanks, folks. We will be back tomorrow if we're not back later. I probably think tomorrow.